Okay, and one thing that I particularly want to note in our coverage of Comic-Con this year is the fact that we've now got gaming going on in a big way. Game Night out of St. Louis is sponsoring the gaming room, an area that, as you can see, is expanded. We've got everything from Risk to role-playing games, Magic the Gathering. Over here, we've got Pathfinder Society happening. Over here, not only do we have a swamp monster, but we've got the New Orleans Pathfinder Society happening as they crank their way through the adventure paths. So yeah, anyone who wants to stop and take a couple of hours, run a card game, a Magic game, Pathfinder, whatever, there is now actually a viable gaming option at this year's Wizard World. Game Night in St. Louis, not a local company, but they're the ones that are doing this. They've got this library going on over here where you can basically leave your ID and check out a game. So, as you can see, there are more than a few options. Munchkin Quest, personal favorite there. Clue, the classic. Role-playing games, card games, board games, you name it. I think that this is a much-needed addition to New Orleans Comic-Con. And it's really great to see, particularly with the renaissance in gaming, which I think is primarily driven by Pathfinder Society organized play. And into the bargain, as we do the coverage, we even have the classic old-school chess games going on in here. What do you guys think of the game room this year? You got to speak up a little because it's a small mic.
It's big, plenty of space, and lots of room to sprawl out and do our thing.
Nice choice getting old school and classical with the chess there. So, you guys been making a lot of use of it this year? Coming back, chill out, play a game of chess, go back out and hunt aliens, or?
Yes.
Wonderful. All right, thanks a lot. So one of the things you gotta love about Comic-Con is cosplay. And one of the great trends in cosplay with the 50th anniversary of Doctor Who this year is Dalek dresses. And this one is just a fantastic implementation, and it's by someone who's new to our fair city. Why don't you introduce yourself there, my dear?
My name is Laura Dubose, and I just moved from Mississippi to the Skinner location.
Outstanding. Well, you're definitely going to fit in with the New Orleans community with costume chops like that. Why don't you show off how the arms are on this?
Oh, well, this is very low tech, actually. It's fashion gloves from Claire's. This is a shin guard from Walmart, and then we put the paint roller. We spray painted the paint roller, and of course, this is just the plunger. The dress, actually, my friends helped me with the design of the dress, and the balls are the plastic balls. You know, kids jump in the plastic ball pen.
Outstanding.
Very cheap materials, most of it.
Well, welcome to New Orleans. I can tell already you're going to fit in down here. Thanks for taking a moment to speak with us today.
Thank you very much.
All right, King of the Hill fans, here's an interesting one for you. You paid attention to the piece with Neil Adams we did in More Fun Comics the other night. You may well remember him talking about how his son is one of the people working on King of the Hill. And we're going to follow up and keep it in the family a little bit. This is Joel Adams. Joel, nice seeing you, man.
How are you?
How you enjoying the con so far?
I'm loving it. I love it down here.
Well, you know, I would love to hear a little bit about, you know, you following in your dad's footsteps, going into art. Was King of the Hill like the first big break, or is there another project that I'm unaware of that preceded that?
The first big job I had in animation was I worked on the Incredible Hulk animated series, so that was really my first time outside of Neil's studio.
Nice. So you got to draw a lot of the old Kirby characters and such, if I remember that series correctly.
Yeah, I got to do a few of them. I even did Ghost Rider was in there too, and She-Hulk, and Wendigo. He fought Wendigo during that. So.
Outstanding. Well, the King of the Hill is great. Love the series, but what our viewers want to know is what's coming next. What have you got in the pipe?
You know, after I got out of, you know, working for Fox Family, because I did a lot of stuff, not only King of the Hill, but I did NASCAR racers, I did a bunch of Power Ranger stuff for them. I figured it's time for me to start making my own money and start making I'm starting to push my own brand. My own brand has been these big-headed girly drawings. Started out as something on the internet that kind of took off. People are expert on the internet, and it's kind of broken up in its own little groups and stuff. And I'm starting to push that stuff now as my own license. One of the first things I'm pushing is a project called Little Creatures for the Night, which is, Frankenstein, Dracula, werewolf, stuff.
Nice.
Like that. Started working on it a little while ago. Other people have kind of knocked me off a little bit, but I figure what I'm doing is better than the way they did. So I keep pushing that forward, slow and sure.
So the brand, is this just under your name, or have you?
The brand is called Lil's, LALC.net.
Okay.
And yeah, it's cute stuff, but it's not really designed for little kids. I mean, one of my taglines was "Cute isn't just for kids anymore." So they're a little on the sexy side, but not overly.
All right.
And I've got some interesting storylines that I want to do with them, so I'm gonna play with them and see what I can do.
Well, I always love seeing other artists go out on their own like that.
The market is set up for that now. I mean, there's so many ways to be independent now. You can print your own books, you can publish your own books, you can get them out there. You got the internet now, you got Facebook, you've got everything out there set up for people to be independent now.
Oh yeah,
I'm really surprised there aren't more people out there putting their own stuff out there.
Yeah, I work in the role-playing games industry, and things like Kickstarter and other such have completely revolutionized print on demand, completely changed the way the business works.
It's a completely different market, and people should really be taking advantage of it right now. Now's the time. Comic books are so hot right now.
Oh yeah.
Your own thing, get it out there.
So, is this your first time down in New Orleans?
It's my first time in New Orleans. Yeah.
Having fun so far?
I'm having fun. Unfortunately, I got on the plane with a sinus infection, and I've lost my sense of smell and taste.
Oh, you got to come back then.
I got to come back because I came down here wanting to eat, and now I can't taste anything.
So what's your favorite thing so far about the city, or have you been able to get away from the convention center very much?
I haven't really been able to get away from the convention center.